everyone, it's Bite again. I am doing the monster tag. I will post everything below the woman who made it. It's a genius tag. I love it. Because I love Halloween. I'm born on the 16th of Halloween. Was supposed to be born on the 31st, but I was a C-section, so okay. I'm going to not make this only for BJDs, but in dolls in general, because I don't have a BJD right now. How has the doll hobby transformed you? I started collecting dolls when I was really, really young, but I put that off because I grew up. But I think my 8th grade year of middle school really was a time that I got heavily into dolls. That was a really tough school year for me, heavy in bullying and a really bad relationship, and that was the year that I got my first BJD. I do not own her anymore, my sister does, and just being able to hold a doll when I was upset, that got me heavily into collecting dolls in general. And I have roughly, just in dolls in general, because I'm not saying BJDs, because I sold off my first one, my only one. I roughly probably have 50 to 60. Monster High, porcelain, dolls like that. It has given me comfort. Like I said, my favorite doll that I used to cry over, I still have it right here, is the original Eleanor. They're just comforting, and they've given me a source of creative outlet besides my artwork. I have turned doll parts into a sculpture before up here on my desk. Just dolls make me inspired to rewrite my stories, get out there, talk to people, talk to writers. Yeah. Vampire, the dreaded son. How do you feel about and cope with yellowing or generally aging in these dolls? My first doll ever, she's over here. She doesn't belong to me anymore. She was a white skin, and I hated even taking her out of her box. I just hated it. But now, within my dolls in general, them aging, it doesn't bother me. I treat my dolls pretty well. Like, they all have blankets, they all have pillows. The only doll that I'm scared of even touching anymore is Eleanor over here. It doesn't bother me that much because, well, most of my dolls don't yellow, I guess, but they do age. But when I do get Eleanor the BJD, that lets Senior Delph Harmony, beautiful. I will be worried about her aging, just because she's the embodiment of Eleanor, my best friend. But she will be in brown skin, so she won't yellow. And then there's this cat boy at our local Tuesday morning I'm trying to get. And then some Hujo cat boys. I just love. And their bunny is so cute too. Frankenstein's monster. Have you ever modded a doll? Tell about it. If you could magically try any mod without fear of failure, what would you like to try? I have modded not thousands, but tons of dolls. Actually, most of my dolls are modded. All the dolls I mostly own are modded in some kind of way from their from their face to adding parts to taking away parts, their clothing, stuff like that. My most difficult mod ever, was actually, these three over here. They were my most recent mods. And it's not just their face, it's parts of their body as well. And I'm still going to be looking into modding their bodies even more. Hold on. They are my, my girls of, this is, Euphoria. I painted her face, she was brand new, so painted her face, I scuffed up her body, gave her a different outfit, I cut her hair used to be down here, I whited out her eyes, gave her new lipstick, cut her hair was out down from here, made her new body, like, I didn't make the body, but I, like, sanded parts of it. I cut her hair, I added tear ducts, painted her eyes and her feet. When I do mod, I mod heavily. I'm gonna admit that I mod very heavily, with my mods. What if, a mod I could do, on my new Eleanor, she's gonna have to have, fangs. I wish I could do that on her without without failure. And adding her, werewolf parts, like, permanently, but I don't want that on her. Okay, next question. Zombie. You guys know me and zombies and werewolves. Have you ever got the marketplace virus? Name some unplanned purchases that that's jumped out or infected you. I'm not on Den of Angels, but I have gotten the buying virus. It's actually most of my dolls. They are unexpected and, I never ever plan, because when I plan a doll, it doesn't come through, it falls through. So most of my dolls I have are unplanned. They, were in the moment of, oh, I want this doll, and I got it. She was definitely, I wanted her for the longest time. And finally, when my mom said I could get her, I got her. I snatched her off the shelf. She was one of the last ones. I snatched her. I'm like, bitch, no. Skeleton. What's your favorite body sculpt? Forget heads. This is going into BJD territory. I have to say the set and the doll I'm getting now, and the body of the Lutz Super Delf Harmony. I just love this type 2 chest area and the type 2 jointing. It's double jointing in the knees and arms. I just love it. It hypnotizes me. Lutz body in general. Ugh. And then Hujos. I love Hujos. I never can own a Hujo. AB plastic bodies in general. I like ABS plastic. Don't kill me, any of the people from the hobby. I just like how they're not as fragile as the resin, so I can handle them more. One of my old friends, she had a Hujo cat that I just loved to play with. I got a kick out of playing with the doll, like posing her, and I just love them. Which, name some dolls that are magical. seeing them on your dashboard inspires you. Generally, sculpts are owned by certain talented friends. Francis, and Vaccaro. Francis and Miss Emily, those two inspire me very, very much. They're so beautiful. I love Anne's dolls. When I watch her videos, it gets me really inspired. K-Poo from Denali Wind, he is so beautiful. I get inspired. One doll that I've always wanted, but I can never ever get, was of my old friend's, she had a gray skin, hoofed doll. I love that doll to death, and her little Hujo cat that I just previously talked about. Those two inspired me so much. Ghost, the one that got away, any limited and rare dolls that haunt you to this day. Hujo cats, I know I keep talking about them. Hujo cats. Some other dolls that I was planning on getting just haunt me. Even their characters haunt me. Hujo dolls in general just haunt me. Freddy Cougar, what's your worst doll nightmare? Has it happened or not? My worst doll nightmare, having to reshell Eleanor. Oh my gosh, that just freaks me out. But I'm having to do it. Oh, and the first time seeing a BJD dissembled. It was my own doll. I don't own her anymore. First time she got restrung. It wasn't by me, but I literally gagged because I felt like it was like they were dissembling a person. I literally got so sick. I had to walk out of the room when they were restringing my own doll because I felt like it was a body, and it just made me feel so sick to my stomach. But now I'm okay with seeing restrung dolls and everything. But that's when I very first got into the hobby of even collecting dolls. Jason. If you were gonna make a costume for your Halloween costume for your dolls, or if you're planning on to, what hot costume would it be? Well, most of my dolls are already monsters themselves, so I really don't have a costume for them. Now, I'm going to cosplay as one of my characters. Actually, well, for Halloween. I guess I'm gonna reverse this. Have you ever, gotta make a costume of your doll for yourself? Actually I am. I'm gonna be dressing as my character Eleanor for Halloween. The neck thing and everything. Chucky, possessed doll. Have you ever been scared of dolls or a certain doll? Be honest. Oh my gosh. This is, chillifying. All my dolls. I had a one certain kind of doll that my sister was, like, deathly afraid of. Her name was Molly. And, we had to get rid of her because my sister just had nightmares about her. Molly would fall off of... She was a porcelain doll, by the way. She would fall off of her stand towards certain people. I wasn't scared of her, but that's a haunting kind of freaky thing. The only doll I've ever been scared of was... No, I've never been scared of a doll. I've seen dolls move, you know, I've seen them move, yeah. I've been uncomfortable around certain dolls, and that's not because of the doll, it was because of the owner. But that one, Molly, she still haunts my sister to this day, and I find it kind of a little funny. Um, yeah, that's Molly was like one of my first dolls, so Molly was pretty scary. Well, that's it for the tag. Bye!